Hello everyone, it is I, Mark S.W. You are probably wondering, what am I doing dressed up as a Project Zorgo agent? Well, I'm at the Norfolk Showgrounds in Norfolk. I've returned to Norcon. The last time I was here was in 2018. And now I've returned, and this time I decided to come in cosplay. Something simple and effective, I thought. I'm really looking forward to the event. Here we go into the Showgrounds Arena. For those of you who saw my 2018 video, as you can see it's pretty much the same layout. This is their 11th event, I believe. Oh, a baby Astro droid. Got lightsaber training here. Last time I was at Norcon they had swords and axes, now it's lightsabers. Makes an interesting change. Of course the arena is large enough to put a vehicle on display. In this case, the Batmobile, the original Batmobile, which I thought was really cool. I've always preferred the original Batman. As you can see, plenty of stalls and displays, cosplayers, chocolates as well, some games, and of course over there is the big stage where they have the interviews and cosplay competition. Hello there. Is it a boy or a girl?
Yeah, and her name's Sky.
Sky. Hello, Sky. Good girl.
Woman! 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 Woman!
Alright, so as soon as I start drawing things like the framework for the eyes, I know that I have to sort of account for squishing things correctly. So everything gets squished. Okay, so the frame for the eyes is squished, even inside the eye is squished. You can see here, this is more squished than that one. Yeah, the eyebrows should also be squished an appropriate amount, you can see there. And then the nose sticks out a little bit. Not that much, not as much as the side view. Okay, so you can see there, I'm just drawing stuff on top. And then when shaping the face in the 3/4 view, you do have to be quite subtle. If in doubt, follow the guidelines, because then you're not going to be too far wrong, okay? But if you do want to do anything outside of the guidelines, you can see even on my piece of paper, I'm only going out like, a few millimeters here and there. So just be subtle, because every tiny thing you do has a massive impact on sort of like the character's face shape, okay?
I just wondered if you could just kind of talk to us about how that all came around for you, and how Neil happened and all of that.
Yes, Neil made his first appearance in 1975 in a show long before The Young Ones with my partner Peter Richardson. We were a comedy double act, and Neil was just the crap folk singer in this show, which was called Rank, and there were lots of characters that later appear in the comic strip in that show, and out of that show Peter and I made a double act which included Neil. Then around 1978-9, whenever it was, we went to the Comedy Store that had just opened that week, and we met Rick Mail and Adrian Edmondson and Alexi Sale there, and we played there for a while, and then we moved aside and made our own club, the Comic Strip Club, all in Soho in London, and then we went on tour around the country, then we went on tour to Australia, and then eventually we got onto telly we were thinking, how can we get all of our different acts into one TV show? And they hauled in their mate Ben Elton, who came and wrote the script, and so it had a long kind of gestation period. It wasn't just a program dreamed up by the television bosses. We kind of had to go to them with it, and then I believe Rick and Lisa spent at least a year convincing them that it would work and to do it, because the comedy department at the BBC looked at it and said, "This is we have no idea what this is. This is mad. You can't do this." In fact, when I read the script the first time, Ben showed me the script, I thought it was brilliant, so I took it to my agent at the time, and she said, "Well, they never made that." So it was a bit of an effort to actually get the BBC to accept it.
Is it going to be another British Empire?
Well, that is in many ways very interesting, because the more shows I've been to in recent years, the sort of question of any more British has been probably the most popular. And again, there are slight difficulties that have to be overcome to be able to give you a full answer, but I am going to try one more time at least to talk to the people who at the moment probably would like to do more British, but are maybe sort of not blocking the way, but certainly just need a bit more persuasion. But I have been looking into ways in which we can try and see what they gauge the interest for more British, ways we can do that. So again, I know it's another fairly boring answer, but watch this space, and I'm going to put a bit of energy into it going forward, put it that way.
How exciting. There's a little question down here. Wonderful.
Hello. Yes, interesting question. The Red Dwarf movie, of course, that was about 15, 20 years ago. That was, someone heard the phrase Red Dwarf movie, and that was the most popular question then. Is it going to be a Red Dwarf movie? Well, when we did Back to Earth in 2009, that in many ways was sort of flexing the muscle of a Red Dwarf movie, in that it was, although a three-parter, it was a sort of 90-minute long piece. It was one sort of storyline. So, and then Promised Land, of course, was also a sort of one piece. So, Red Dwarf movie, we kind of addressed that question, and also, some may disagree, both in the Red Dwarf family and amongst the Red Dwarf viewing public. Some may disagree, but I think Red Dwarf is probably at its best when it's a 6-part series of 6 short stories with a studio audience. And we've enjoyed doing series 10, 11 and 12 since, from 2012 onwards. So yeah, but again, the next work we do may well fit into the category of movie, but we'll have to see.
Hey guys, so the event's just finishing. I'm outside, it's quite windy, but hopefully you can hear me. And I've had a great time. It's good to be back at Norcon, see my old friends like Scott, Nathan and Michael. Saw celebrities like Chris Barrie, Rimmer from Red Dwarf, Paul McGann, the 8th Doctor, Terry Malloy, who's Davros, and I met Nigel, Neil from the Young Ones. I got his autograph, so that was an honour. People liked my Project Zorgo cosplay. I entered the cosplay competition, and I thought it was great fun, because when you enter a cosplay competition, it's not the winning that's important, it's putting on a show for the audience. That's the important thing. Mind you, something unusual did happen. One of the staff gave me this envelope addressed to me. That's my name, Mark S.W. Underneath it says, "Do not open till May 5. May 5, that's my birthday, but that's months away. So, no idea what's inside. I'll have to wait. It'll be very interesting. It's probably from a fan perhaps, but why I've got to wait to open it, no idea. But apart from that, like I said, I've had a good time at Norcon, and now it's a long journey back to Leicester. So thanks for watching this video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll upload photos on my social sites, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, so go and check them out. And if you see yourself in the photos, do feel free to share them and tag yourself. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Over and out.